Hello everybody, today is July 12th, 2023, and this is my experiment investing $1 a week in each of 41 different dividend stocks, $1 a day in each of 7 different monthly dividend stocks, $12 a day in 4 different ETFs, and $1 a day in a few different cryptocurrencies. Now you see this dotted white line, that's the start of the day, and you can see right here that it is constantly currently in a very high upward trend. We look at the 1 week period, we can see right here it's been steadily climbing up. We look at the 1 month period, we can also see it's been steadily climbing up as well. 3 month period, it went down dipped, but now it's back up. And we look at year to date, and for the first time in a very long time, we can finally see here we are finally in upward trend at 0.45% increase for what I have invested. So doing pretty good. We can see right here Bitcoin and Ethereum and XLM are higher from when I first started investing. We can see right here ABR, DNL, BXB, Key, and all these other different ones. These are financial ones. A lot of them are doing in the green. Some of them are still in the red from when I first started investing. All these I just started investing $1 a day in each of them, but now I've changed my plan to $1 a week because I have changed my investment strategy down below. Now, CWH has been doing very well. It's at $35 increase from when I started. It's just been constantly going in an upward trend from when I kind of started and when it's kind of going up, and it just keeps going. The other one too that is doing well as well is UAN. I remember I was losing a lot of money. I have $2,500 currently invested in it, and we can see right here that it's in the downward trend, but it's coming closer to the August time period. And when August hits, I'm gonna assume that it's going to may reach back up to a higher peak again because they do pay a higher dividend yield or a dividend payment. This may change. I'm not expecting a high, maybe 10% dividend payment, but they'll probably pay something. So we'll see how that goes. We come over here, we can see I started investing in Apple and Microsoft. Oh, the other one I also started investing is a GROY. So GROY, I did put, I bought 100 shares of GROY, and I bought it right when it was kind of at right here, ish point, and it's an iffy stock in that sense, but just putting in $100 and seeing where it goes. The main reason why I did GROY is it's one of those penny stocks, but it also pays a dividend yield, and the experts or analysts say it's probably a decent idea to buy it. What they do is their Gold Royalty Corp engages in acquisition and management of additional royalties, streams, and others' interest on gold and other precious metals projects and other financial solutions to the metals and mining industry. The company was founded on June 23rd, 2020, and is the headquarters of Vancouver, Canada. So, just wanted to branch out, have a bunch of different, variety of different things for manufacturing materials. Here, Apple I started investing in, Microsoft I started investing in. Those are, Apple's doing pretty good. Microsoft is still in the negative from when I first started, but I bought more along the lines when it was at more of its peakish point probably, and so it's still down for me in that sense from when I actually jumped in on it. Not trying to time the market, just trying to invest in a bunch of different stocks. Now all these other financial ones that pay monthly, they're pretty much, most of them are in the green. O and SLRC is not in the green yet, but I'm gonna assume Reality O Income will eventually get in the green, and so will SLRC. Now the ETFs that I did start investing, they're doing very well, I would say. VEO, QQQ, JEPQ, and the JEPP. They are all doing pretty good. JEPP and JEPQ have already paid me dividend payments. So they've already paid me a dividend payment of $10.24 for JEPP, and JEPQ has also paid me a dividend payment of $11.97. So doing pretty good, and I believe VOO has also paid me. QQ hasn't declared theirs yet, from my understanding, from when I looked at it, but they do also pay a dividend payment as well. I don't know what quarter or what month they pay it out. I'll have to do more research on that. But QQQ also does pay out a very small dividend payment as well. And so that's how everything is going. If we come over here and we look at history, and then in history we come over here and we look at dividends, we can see right here all these different dividend payments are being declared. August is coming up. I'm expecting UAN to pay me something. I don't know what they will pay me, but we'll find out. Whatever they do when they declare the dividend payment. MPW, $3.44. A lot of these are doing good. My first goal is to get every single one of these to pay whenever they pay out, whether it's quarterly payments, whether it's monthly payments, or whatever, to start paying out at least $1. So with all the different dividend stocks that I have, get them all to start paying at least $1. Now Gain is a monthly payment one, and it's only 57 cents right now, but it will eventually get up to $1 as I keep investing, keep going, because I'm investing $1 a day in each one of those. And you can see right here, when I first started my journey all the way back in January, I don't have any payments from January. But February, it was just these small little tiny payments, and I was all concerned, worrying about whether or not it's going to actually pay me, or if this is even truly what it's going to actually work. And you can see my journey. I have many videos historically. If you look at the journey, you can see that it was climbing up slowly, and then it just dropped, and then it went up, and then it just dropped, and then every single one of these days I've been investing $1 a day in several different dividend stocks and everything. And then I changed my strategy right around some point around here, and then I started investing heavily in ETFs and everything. So I don't know if that's the bottom. I doubt it is. I know more things are coming. I'm expecting it to drop back down, or if it doesn't drop back down, it keeps climbing, then I still think I got in not at a bad time. We'll see. There's all this different controversy. People say soft landing, or maybe it's gonna maybe we'll see a real big hit. There's a lot of things going on in the world, and you really have to take everything into account, right? Office space, office buildings, and corporate buildings are probably going to be in trouble. And if you do your own research, go out there and see what's going on in the world. But corporate leases are going to be, in the next 5 years, they're going to come due. And when they come due, if the interest rates are still high and going to be raised very likely higher, Jerome Powell is going to probably raise them higher. The Fed's, not just Jerome Powell, but the Fed's probably going to raise the interest rates higher. And as they do, that puts corporate office buildings, when their leases come up, because they're flex rate, right? They got in at, probably most of them are at 0.5% interest rates. But the interest rate now is, 5% and could even go higher. And it could even be more when whatever they're trying to actually get the loan. So think about it, 0.05% interest rate to a 5% or even a 7%, it's going to hit all those big companies really, really hard. And they've also had the announcement too, where there's only like 50% of office buildings even have people in them, because a lot of people are trying to work from home. Now that's going to come due. And I mean, yes, there's this recent news too with China. Their inflation is no longer in the above percent. They're literally flatline, and that's going to affect us as well. And that's why I believe that this is shooting up, in a sense, because people are believing all different type of things, as well as BlackRock and a bunch of other companies applying for ETF, for spot set for Bitcoin. All these different things play into effect. Is it a rally to make it to go up, or is it a possible downturn going in? 5-year mark going through, we will see what happens if things go down. My plan is not to time the market. My plan is just to get in and get paid dividend payments and hold for the long term. And I just jumped in, and even though I know I jumped in here January 6, 2023, people may have said, decided it's not the good time, the registration income is going to go lower. And it did go lower. And now it's going back up. Will it go lower in the future? I still plan for it. I'm not super saying that everything's going to keep going up. It may, or it may go down. But either way, I think it jumped in not at a bad time. And I believe that for the long term, which is what my plan is, to invest in dividend stocks. Now, I also changed my plan too for investing in ETFs such as QQQ and VOO, because these pay dividend payments, but they're mainly growth. QQQ is considered as a large growth category. And because it's a large growth category, I believe that it will and should possibly grow up and get even bigger. So it was down here, I missed out in investing at this point. I actually literally started investing totally near the top, where it is right here at the peak. But, it's okay. I'm not trying to time it. I'm just trying to get in, and maybe it will keep growing. Maybe it won't. Who knows? I don't know what's going to happen to the stock market. Maybe we'll have an actual crash in some sense, or maybe it will keep going up. But that's not going to bother me. I'm not here listening to all the noise. I am literally just coming in and just starting at some point to just keep going. That's the plan. And whatever happens, happens. Because what matters to me most is to get dividend payments. I'm not watching and caring whether or not it goes up. And I have it set up so it's automated. Main reason why it's automated, if you come over here, and if you're the one that was investing all the time and you're watching it every single one of these days, and you see my previous videos how it's going down, that particular emotional hits you. Same thing like as I'm creating these YouTube content and creating these YouTube videos. There's times where I'm thinking to myself, why am I even creating these videos in that particular sense and creating it for the masses? There's times where you just, don't want to give up, but I'm setting it to be automated. And it's completely being automated, so it's just $1 a day in several different, different stocks, or $1 a day in weekly buys, $12 a day in ETFs. And now I don't have to watch it every single day. It's doing its own thing and going. And then what matters to me is these dividend payments. Come over here, history, look at dividends, and we can see I'm getting paid. And this excites me. This excites me a lot because we will see how this next month goes and how payments are going to be for the month of July. They've already paid me out $10.24 here, $11.97 here, $2, $5. I think the month of July is going to be even higher than my last month's, and that's just the plan. Just keep going, just keep investing, and get paid in what some people think, or at least for me, a passive income for a strategy for me. Now, I'm not trying to tell you to buy or sell any of your assets. That's not the goal here. The goal here is for people, and why my channel is called $1 a day, is to come in, look at different stocks, say for example EFC, and if you invested $1 a day every single day, what would happen today? Because I believe everybody who's anybody could save at least $1 a day into something, whether it's saving, investing, or whatever it is. Change your life today. Don't wait till tomorrow. Don't wait or time the market. No, just start putting your money into something that can actually work for you. I waited well over 38 years before I even started investing, even one dime, one penny. And now I'm actually investing, and I'm excited for it. I'm excited for the future to see what happens when I get to a retirement age. We'll see how much money is actually here, and that's what excites me, and that's why I'm sharing my journey with everybody. And hopefully you learn something from it, or you're entertained from my particular videos. If you enjoy this content, please feel free to smash the like button. Leave me a comment. Tell me what you like. Tell me what you don't like. Every comment that you put on here allows the YouTube algorithm to share it with more people and get more people involved. If you have not already subscribed, feel free to subscribe if you want to be notified. If you don't want to subscribe, that is okay. Come back once a week. Come back once a month. Check out what I have here, how my journey is going. Thank you all for being here, and you all have a wonderful rest of your day.